Super rough. I have like a lot of mentors, a lot of great people, great artists who like are already established, already have a great like career and body of work that have been giving me a lot of advice. So that's been helpful. It hasn't been like super rough. I guess I was a little dramatic the first time. It hasn't been rough, but I've definitely been learning like everything that I do, I learn something every time. Like especially my first experience of each thing. Like my first mural, like I learned a lot from that in the business aspect of it. I learned a lot from my like selling my first piece and things like that.
All right. And what's been the biggest lesson that you've learned regarding like the business side of art?
I would say one of them, I've definitely learned a lot. Oh, okay. I'll say two. So one of them, always have a contract, always give your own contract for murals is something that I've learned. And then also not to underprice your work. I feel like I've done that a lot. Because in my head, like 2,000 sounds insanely expensive. Like in my head, nobody's gonna buy nothing for those 2,000. But then you go in like a high-end gallery and they got stuff for like $40,000, and I'm like, oh, like that's kind of crazy.
Right.
So definitely not to underprice my work, but don't overprice it either. Like stay like you have to go with the market value, but or like the value that your work warrants, but don't undersell you. Don't underprice yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm learning a lot about the gallery world myself, and pricing is like hard.
Yeah, that's like been the hardest thing for sure.
Yeah, because you don't, like you said, you want to go too high, you don't go too low, but like you don't know what too high and too low is.
Yeah.
Like, so it's kind of like weird. Like a lot of artists kind of like struggle with that.
And then it's like, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And then it's like, I know how much time I spent on this piece, and it's like, I don't want to undersell it, but then it's like, some numbers be sounding crazy. So, yeah.
Yeah, and people don't realize, like people don't think that like you have to buy paint, you got to buy canvases, you got to like buy all the things. Like people don't factor that in, and they like, why is this piece this much? Like, I had to put up money to make this piece. Like, so it's always an interesting dynamic, the pricing aspect of art. So, do they teach you that here at Micah? Is there any courses around that at all?
I don't think there's a specific class for that. I guess they're kind of missing a lot of the business aspects in the classes. You'll definitely learn some technical skill. You'll learn like a lot of things making wise, but not professional wise here. But they do have like entrepreneurship classes. So I haven't taken any of those yet, but we'll see if they're like beneficial. Some of the professors though have been great with that. Like a lot of the people I was talking about as my mentors are professors here, or are people I met through professors here, and they always give like great, like I would say that people themselves give the great advice about the professional aspect of and the business aspect of the art world, but not so much the classes.
Okay. And how do you identify someone who would be a good mentor for you, specifically for you?
I would say I look at their work first. I definitely picked all my professors based off of their work, and I think that's been my best benefit. Like all my professors, I don't think I really ran into a professor who I haven't learned something from, and I think it was because I picked the professors based off their work. So they make the work that I like, and the work that I may like. Either I want my work to, or I want like some type of aspect from their work, or their work is just interesting to me, and like it makes me want to learn more about how their process and like how they went, or even their career. I know they're like an established artist, and like how did you get there? Like I want to know. Yeah.
So it sounds like your biggest lessons, I mean, not to stone on school, but it sounds like your biggest lessons have come like through the relationships, like mentors kind of thing?
I honestly think that's been my greatest takeaway from Micah so far, is just the professors, and it being in Baltimore too. Those two aspects have been like the best about Micah. I've had like great professors. Can I name them? Like I don't.
I mean,
okay.
Interview.
Yeah. So like some of my professors, like I literally had Latoya Hobbs as a professor. Like that's insane. Like,
oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't
like
know she taught here.
She said what?
I didn't know she taught here.
Yeah, what she taught, I think she's not teaching here this year because she's like so busy, but like she was one of my professors, which was like crazy. Like I literally had a professor who was in National Gallery. Like it's crazy to have that as a professor. And then like the Black professors too at that, like they've been really helpful, especially just being a PWI. So like Linnea Poole, she's one of my favorites. Ernest Shaw. Right now I have Katie Pumphrey, Tony Shore. They're also great professors. So yeah.